Since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. His first carry of the game, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Third down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Austin. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Right 52.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56, check 56. I'm coming. 36. 6 guys, check 6.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Mayfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Hurry, hurry! 56! Run. 56, the muck, boy, 56. Check 56. Here we go.
Mayfield on first down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check. Regular. 56.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones.
Let's go, baby.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Coming to you. Alert. 56 the muck.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 28-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it second down and 11.
Alert. Check.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Browns' drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Watch the twitch. Watch the...
Hey, on 133.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Shift.
Now Mayfield. That's complete. Bernard. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I got you. Watch out.
Regular. Hey, alert.
Mike's 56. Hey, get in the way.
Hey, alert.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Kill.
Watch.
Mayfield down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 31-yard line.
Run.
56.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
56. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Hey, orbit. Quick that. Alert, 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 alert.
Tighten up.
I got
Mayfield on play action. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, Bernard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Real. Pilot, 64, weak.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
56.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
6. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line.
Hey, 180.
Let's get some penetration.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
180.
56. Get the ball.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
56.
Here we go. Real.
56 to Mike. 56.
Hey, seam 6. Watch out.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Bernard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Mayfield. On the screen, Bernard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
From the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Able to slither by. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Tight dog. Tight it to 6. Pull it. Half. Shut up.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's taken in by Callaway. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Pick me up. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 16, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check. Hey, alert 33. Check. Point it right.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Haskins to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot. just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll run again with Bernard. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded just inside the 20. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Mack Wilson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check. Fresno.
Here's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson.
The 2nd down pass. Complete to Paul Richardson.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And Robinson with a big catch. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, complete. Richardson has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Washington Redskins, 1st First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. On second down, here's Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, twist, twist. Watch the shift.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's going to go down again. Jannard Avery in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
180. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. What's that?
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jamie Gillendow as he's on to punt for Cleveland. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Haskins on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On first down, this is Geis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and
Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pinched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cleveland, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like,